I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but this is Fire Prevention Week. And if you follow the Medicine Fire Department on social media, they're doing a lot of school visits this week. And they're encouraging everyone to, put new batteries in the smoke detector at home. So there's lots of beneficial things that they're doing. They're encouraging everyone to have an escape route with your family. That's very, very important. And so yesterday, on Facebook, we asked the question, have you ever called the fire department or 911? And what is the story there? And the reason I bring it up is I've only had to do it once, but it was about 5 years ago, lying in bed, middle of the night. For whatever reason, I woke up and I noticed kind of an orange flicker reflecting on the ceiling of, mine and Peggy's bedroom, right? And it took a second, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what it's supposed to be. So I shot up and I looked out the back window, and sure enough, our neighbor's house was on fire. And luckily, nobody was home, but it did a lot of damage. But fortunately, the house was saved, so that's a good thing. And so, again, have you ever had to call the fire department on Fire Prevention Week? And Kandis posted a story on our page that's getting a lot of attention. Kandis, are you there?
I am.
So you had to call 911, and your story, you must be traumatized to this day.
You know what? We're not. We all got out alive. All of our pets got out alive. Everything with a heartbeat survived. And at the end of the day, that's literally all that matters.
So tell us the story and what exactly happened at your house.
So our garage started on fire. We're not sure how our attached garage started on fire. We're not sure how. And we saw it through the patio doors in the kitchen. So at that point, we thought we could get it put out. We live quite a ways out of town. And once we realized that we couldn't get it put out, we started evacuating everybody from the house. Mm-hmm. At which point in time, I then clued in and said to myself, I should probably call 911. So I did, and the poor lady on the phone is going through the list of questions that she has because they have prompters to ask. And she just asked if the house had any distinguishing features. At which point I took out all of my frustration and anger on her and used some serious profanities and said it's lit up like a Christmas tree.
It's the house that's burning down.
It's the house that's on fire, that we live in the middle of nowhere. You're going to see it.
Wow.
I felt really bad for her. She passed me off to somebody else who was maybe a little bit more adept at handling those situations, and she calmed me down, and it was fine. But I still feel bad to this day because that poor lady was just trying to help me, and I was not having any of it.
Oh, you know what though? I mean, your house is burning down. Of course, you're going to get a little bit emotional and distraught, right?
100%. Everything that I had a friend, like almost a year to the day, a friend of mine's house had a fire. And I always went to bed thinking, what would I do? What would I do if my house ever started on fire? And let me tell you, you don't do any of those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have for anyone? I mean, I get that it started in the garage, but, Fire Prevention Week for you must take on a whole new feeling now. What would you recommend to someone listening that's never had to go through what you did? What's one piece of advice that you would give them?
Grab your purse. Grab your purse. If you're not wearing your wedding rings, grab your wedding rings. Everything else is replaceable.
Kandis, thanks so much for sharing today. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thanks, Kim.
On this Fire Prevention Week.